Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Andrew, and thank you for joining us for Hebrews Podcast
where we talk about our personal experiences being dads and the day-to-day life of raising kids.
and coffee.
Lots of
Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Well, good morning,
Good morning.
good evening, and good afternoon.
Yes.
I feel like that's copyrighted.
is. It probably is.
We
I
say
think this
that
is
a lot.
exactly how we started last episode.
Yeah.
You said it. I think it's copyrighted.
Oh man.
It's a great evening over here. Whether you're in Wisconsin and you're cheering for the Packers, go Pack Go. You might not know, but they won. Tonight is Sunday, and they
Shocker.
just beat. They just beat the Cowboys.
Oh, it wasn't just a beating; it was a
It was.
massacre.
I did not like how they were coming back toward the end.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a little sweaty. But I mean, at that point, I left my in-laws, my brother-in-law's house, and the score was, it was still 40. It was 41 to like whatever it was, 17 maybe. And when I got home and I turned on the game between bedtime and stuff, it was 48 to 32, and it was like 2 minutes left. But I was like, that did not end
Yeah.
the way I had hoped.
Yeah. Well, there's always that like last push, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it was pretty safe to say that there was no coming back
Oh,
from that.
absolutely not. No, it would have
Yeah.
taken a miracle. It would have taken an absolute miracle.
Mhm.
But
It was always great to see Mike McCarthy failing.
oh yeah,
And whether you're a Packers fan or a Lions fan, I guess,
Yup.
probably doesn't like Mike McCarthy either.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
yeah, I don't think he's got a job next year. Not in Dallas.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see.
That was a giant upset.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's pretty big.
But that's
big.
what happened right now. Sorry, that's what I'm talking about because we just came off
Yeah.
watching that game.
And my team's winning, so
Um,
I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's right.
Oh.
Look at this bowl. You're recording in the middle of the Lions playing.
Dedication.
Do you have a TV right behind the camera?
No.
Is that why you're so intent on watching?
No. No, unfortunately
So.
not. I'm kidding.
I think the Lions have a good chance against the Rams.
Yeah, I'd hope
So.
so. I'll catch up
Yeah.
afterwards. I'm excited for the Lions being in the playoff, but my bigger team was obviously Michigan.
Oh, did they play recently?
Yeah, last week Monday we won the Natty. Finally,
Won it.
Won the Natty. So
It's crazy. That's the first NCAA football game I've like intentionally watched. I've been like channel surfing and like, oh, it's football, whatever, we'll put it on. But I like sat down to watch a football game. It was that one.
yeah,
And it was good.
it was a good one.
Well, it was good for one team.
Yes.
I was surprised that the other team was also undefeated because it did not look like they played that way.
They definitely had a few miscues, and then our defense just kind of snuffed them out. But yeah, they definitely did not play how they usually do. But it's all right.
Yeah.
My team won, and I don't care.
There you go. So enough talk about football.
Yes.
I've got a coffee here that was iced, and now I see the ice melted a little bit here.
I made a
Um,
tea this evening. I was feeling the tea vibes. I don't know why. Sometimes I'll go through that, especially when it's
I like tea.
blistering cold outside, and
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's-
Down here in North Carolina, I am very happy with the
I
temperature.
think the wind chill was like minus 22 or something today.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's just gonna get colder this week. But anyways, so I made a green
Wow,
tea
I'm so sorry.
with lemon and honey.
I made an iced coffee with, going by my New Year's resolution to eat and drink healthier. I picked up sugar-free syrups, so I have a classic caramel sugar-free.
There we
I hope
go.
it tastes good because this is the first shot at it.
All
I
right.
have been drinking black coffee, so
Can't go wrong with green tea and honey. I don't know what it is about that combo, but like, just so good. So good.
it's good. Good here too. Nice and cold. Tastes good. I had a green straw. Don't know if you noticed.
No, I
Green
didn't.
for the Packers.
I just have my classic, my vintage North Central mug. This was actually my grandparents'
Vintage.
when I don't think it was when they went, because at that time it wasn't North Central University. But I got these from my grandparents. They probably went to some reunion or something when they named renamed the college because it used to be North Central Bible College.
Oh,
People joke and call it North Central Bridal College because
right.
everybody gets married that goes there. Not
Yeah.
everybody, but
Yep. No, the ladies go for their
yeah.
MRS degree. Yep.
Yep.
Someone told me that joke when I was like in hye school or on the way to college, and I didn't get it for like a whole day. I was like, "What's an MRX?
What?
MRS?" Like, I don't understand. Should I go for an MRS too? Luckily, I did not say that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man. So dad joke of the week. What you got?
Dad joke of the week. I got something queued up. What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
That makes okay products. I don't know what.
Like not good, not great, not bad. Okay. You call it a satisfactory.
Us.
Because it's okay. It's satisfactory. Much like Scott's grades in school.
Do you know why the jalapeno was crying?
No.
Because he was a little chilly.
He's a little chilly. A little tiny one.
I thought that was...
I've seen some honking big jalapeno. That's funny. I like it.
Yeah.
But I've seen some big ones. I like jalapenos. They're good.
Yeah. Because they give just enough kick to where it's like, I like it. But they also give that nice just jalapeno flavor, that tart.
It's a good flavor.
Yeah. Yes.
So last week we didn't record. Somebody was on their deathbed.
Oh, I was. Yeah, I was. I was down.
Did you? I didn't even ask. Did you still lead worship and do church?
Oh no. I started tanking. I didn't feel the greatest on Friday, but I thought it was just whatever, cold. But then Saturday, just my body just ached. And I was like, great, here we go again. But took a COVID test, it was negative. But so we ruled that out, and then mixed with the body aches, the fever, and then just not wanting to do anything. I was like, well, it's influenza. Like there's nothing more else that no point in going into the walk-in.
Right, they'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, my fever went away after a day. But yeah, I did not lead worship or anything. I stayed home and basically was in bed for 3 solid days.
Man,
yeah, it was hard. Like not only just not being able to help Lainey because she's got issues with like her migraines and stuff still aren't getting any better. And then Rylan would come into the room, Dada, get up, come play. And I'm like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. I can't. Like, I so would if I could, but I don't want to get you sick, and I just physically can't. But
right.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad I'm over that. It's no fun being sick, but then you couple
it's bad,
on, like,
especially being a parent.
Yeah. So, but we're all good. And thankfully, we think that Rylan possibly had it first because the week before I got it, like the week leading up, he was just complaining about, like, when we'd pick him up, he would say like, ow, or we'd touch him like to play or something, and he'd say ow, and we're like, oh, maybe he had it before. He didn't spike a fever or anything, but I don't know. Thankfully, Lainey didn't get sick, which is always good.
It is good.
So yeah, but here we are, all healthy, hopefully all better for a while. We're done with being sick. But
yeah, exactly. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
So today, Olivia had a game, and so did Emily for hockey. They have their games on Sundays and their practice on Saturdays. And Olivia scored her first goal.
Let's go.
She was so excited. Yeah.
Did she sell?
I don't know if Nina. I didn't see it.
Okay.
So Nina got a video of it off of Live Barn. It's like a recording thing. And I'm sorry. Did I hear a kid?
Yeah,
Is someone calling you? I was like, I don't want to like keep going if he needs you.
No, he just came down yelling, "Daddy!"
Oh. Do you need to go get him?
No.
Okay. Sorry. So Olivia scored her first goal, and there's an app called Live Barn that literally lets people watch the games live. So
I
if you're
get
a
it.
parent that's at work or something, you can log in. You got to pay for it, and there's cameras set up in the rink.
Mm-hmm.
So Nina went on there and pulled the clip of her goal. I think she did that with Emily's too,
Yeah.
and maybe posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she did that with Olivia's yet. But she sent me the video, and that's the one issue I have since switching to an Android phone is videos and the compression from an iPhone
yeah.
to, and it's the only issue I ever have is the videos. Like pictures come through fine.
Really?
And yeah.
Huh.
So, but I couldn't. It looked like a potato.
Yeah.
I could see the video. It just looked like blocks moving, like an old Atari video game.
Minecraft
playing hockey. It's like, so I was like, I don't know, maybe she scored, but no, she scored. So
that's so much fun.
she was so excited to hear.
That is so.
And she's
fun.
so cute. She lost her front tooth last week, so she's got a big hole right here.
Yes,
it's the cutest smile in the world when she smiles. So she's so happy. She got a goal. She came up running up to me with a big goofy smile, missing teeth. It's like, that's my hockey player.
Hopefully, it's only teeth being lost because they're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, they'll be in full cages till they're what? Because even in college, you have to.
Women's hockey has always been in full cages, even the Professional Women's Hockey League.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's a rule or they're just smart enough.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't see why not.
I don't get why. And the professional hockey people are like, let's have nothing.
Right.
Like you see the guys that don't even have visors. It's like, you're going to get permanent damage. A puck gets hit in the eyeball.
Yeah.
You're losing an eye.
Like, I'm just going to go try to block Zdeno Chara's slap shot with no face guard or anything.
Exactly. So, yeah, we'll make sure they're in. Like, Emily has a fishbowl, so
there you go.
She can see everything like there's nothing in front of it. Right. And we haven't done it for Olivia yet because we just bought her a new helmet.
Yeah.
And then after that, Emily got her fishbowl.
Yeah.
Olivia's already said she wants it, and it's like, we're not going to buy you that right now. We just buy you one.
Yeah. And that stuff isn't cheap.
Hockey's a very expensive sport for kids because we've had to buy Emily 2 new pairs this season of shin guards.
Oh gosh,
because she's grown.
Oh,
and you do not want to get hit in like that lower shin angle with a puck or a stick that's not protected.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I got kicked enough there. I can't imagine a stick or a puck. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And right now it's not malicious. It's just kids. Kids accidentally stepping or kicking, but still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ow.
So. That's basically been us the past week and a half is hockey mode.
Yeah.
Which is good. Mm-hmm. It's winding down. I think it ends in 4 more weeks.
Okay.
End of February, beginning of March.
All right.
So it's gonna be crazy to have weekends free. Yeah. I say that now, but I think we're gonna sign up Emily for spring hockey. So she's gonna have soccer and hockey. It'll be crazy.
Going all in.
All in. I mean, she wants to do it though. It's not like we're saying, "Hey, you're doing this."
Yeah.
She's excited to do it.
Yeah,
so
that's always good.
It is. I think we talked about that forever ago.
We did. That was one of our
first real topics, right?
Yeah.
Second, our first one was private schools.
Yeah, I think it was one of our very first few topics. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you want to check that one out, head on back, listen to it. All we talked about was just the difference in extracurriculars and how they affect our kids. And Lainey and I personally don't know yet, obviously, because Ryland,
you'll get there.
2.5, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was more about the balance of extracurricular versus schooling, and what's a right balance. And we talked about our personal experiences because we were both sports kids. You stuck with sports a little bit longer than I did, but I played during school days.
Mm-hmm.
So baseball is such an easy sport, though. I mean,
I love baseball.
It's a good one.
I love it. Well, so our topic tonight comes in from a viewer. Pretty cool viewer, actually.
Yeah.
So Lainey gave us some topic ideas, and we're like, actually, those are really good. Let's run with them. And she had picked this one. Not because she was trying to hear what we had to say, but she said this would be a good one to talk about. And so we landed on what are some traits that you see in your wife and that I see in my wife that we hope our kids pick up on. And then, so we're gonna do a couple traits of our wives, and then maybe one or two of ourselves. Not because like,
Self-centered. We
yeah,
love
we
ourselves. Very
no,
humble people too.
but yeah, when she said it, I was like, that's a
But
good one. Like, I like that.
yeah,
I like that a lot.
yeah, it's definitely good. And I mean, you think about it, it happens whether we want it to or not.
Right.
They're gonna be like us.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, we're gonna see the bad stuff before we realize that they have the good traits as well. But
Well,
um,
yeah.
yeah. You wanna kick us
Sure.
off? You want me to do the
So
honors?
one trait that I know for sure, I hope to not instill but help nurture. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is finding those
Ooh,
traits and helping, like, if Rylan or future babies tend to have the same trait, kind of helping them in that, because I value this in my wife, and I could see this being super valuable in Rylan and the future kiddos. Um,
mhm,
and that would be just Lainey's work ethic, and just her nose to the grindstone. Like anybody that you talk to, whether it's at the church or working in healthcare, she was usually one of the hardest working people, and really pushed herself to her limit, and more than that at times, which there is that the unhealthy aspect of that, I mean, truthfully, but
sure. There's a workaholic,
yeah,
maybe not in her,
yeah,
but there's a tendency
right,
for people that are really good workers to
yeah,
be,
but just
"Oh,
the
I'm the best at it." Not cocky, but, like,
right,
might as well
might
do
as
it
well,
because I'm gonna get it done right,
yes,
so I'll do it, and I'll
yes.
keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or working yourself into the ground because you're just doing too much, whether it's,
Mhm.
work like 9 to 5 work, or work like stuff at home, or just being, yeah. But no, that's definitely something that, like, I've very much so appreciated about Eleni, and just hoping that, the, um, that my kiddos definitely pick up on that or show that, because, I wouldn't say that I'm lazy, but I would say she has more of that workhorse than I do.
Yeah.
And I've learned to, like, kind of catch up at times, and I'll have my moments where, like if I've got a big project or something, or I'm super excited. It's usually when only when I'm super excited about something that it's like go 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 go. But uh, excuse me, for Laney, it's like everything. Um,
Yeah.
so, which is really cool, because we kind of have that not really balance, because, like, I'm not like a couch potato, but you get what I mean. But yeah, that's definitely one that I really hope um, that my kids do show, is just that nose down, and I'm gonna get the job done. I'm gonna do what's asked of me, and I'm gonna do the best that I can do. So
Yeah, very good. I agree. Knowing Eleni, for sure, that's a great trait to have and pass on to your kids too. Real quick, let me interject. Do you ever have an itch on your nose, and then once you know it's there and you can't really scratch it, it just gets worse and worse and worse?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, it's happening.
yeah.
I've been trying to, like, discreetly just, like, itch.
Just
It's not
it just
discreet.
keeps
It's
getting
it's
worse.
just us on camera. It's yeah. Um, so back to traits. I picked intelligence, and I know it's more of a hard work trait than it is a genetic trait that's just passed down in general.
Mhm,
Because the way my wife has worked for all her smarts, and I've known her since college, and she's worked and worked and worked
mhm.
every day since then to become as smart as she is.
Yeah.
And I hope the hard work, and it's kind of like what you're saying here,
Mhm.
um, that it is shown to my kids, and they understand that it's important to work hard for what you want and for
Yeah.
what you earn. Um,
Mhm.
and they definitely, I hope they get that from Nina, because not that I don't work hard, but she does it so much better. So I think that's a big trait that I wish that my kids would get, and so far I can see it already bubbling, in Emily and what she wants for in her artwork and her schoolwork. She loves reading.
Mhm.
So it's really good to see and encouraging to see that she's like looking for her reading isn't like she's looking for smarts. She's looking for
Right.
stories, but she still
Right.
loves to read
Yeah.
and she loves to write.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Emily right now that I can see about this intelligence, she's writing like school lessons while she's pretending and playing.
Wow, that's
She
pretty
pretends
cool.
like she's a teacher and
Right.
writes like a day's worth of lessons out.
Yeah.
And like honestly, it sounds like a third grade school day. And I was like, you know what? It's not so
Yeah.
bad.
That's pretty
So
cool. That's
right.
pretty cool.
That's about my like grade level is third grade. So I could
Stop.
recognize it instantly.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, not true at all. Not true at all. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I can definitely, yeah, I can appreciate that because like thinking about the amount of um knowledge and stuff that Nina needs to have. Like I know like I've always thought like it'd be cool to be able to do that, but I don't think I could
So
because of
much
how
work.
much, yeah. Like
And I know like I'm not judging you or anything, but I know
no,
people are like, oh, there's a lot of work becoming a doctor. But
there's so much more.
behind the scenes,
Yeah.
like if you were like in my position, seeing what happened, like from all the way back to like college, like undergrad, how much work she put in,
Yeah.
but then how it like tripled and quadrupled when she got into med school, and then from med school she did rotations and residency, and finally made it, and she still works her butt off,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's a lot of work,
Right.
but
And it's
it's a
not like
crazy amount of work, and the sacrifices she's put in.
right. And it's not like something where it's like, okay, boom, I've got it. Like I'm good. Like it's
Right. No,
constantly
it's been like
changing.
a decade, and it's still going and going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
So
definitely appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate her and all of her help and knowledge and things. So for me, another one would be just kind of like Lainey's unwavering desire to serve our family, and like the people that, not that she doesn't serve and care for people that aren't in our family, like immediate family as well as like relatives, but
mhm.
just her, like she's always putting me and Rylan first, which sometimes it's that double-edged sword, but most of the times it's good. Like so I only say sometimes because like when she's having a rough day with her migraines and I'm trying to help take over whatever, and she's kind of pushing to continue to do things, even if I try to get her to slow down and stop. It's part of that work ethic piece as well, um, but just her desire to like just be the best mom and wife that she can be and pour everything into Rylan and I and serve us um, and just put our needs above her own.
Mhm.
Which I know that's something like we've talked about. Like I've been honest about or we've been honest about that. I can't remember how long ago where we talked about that, but we talked about the need
Yeah,
to,
it's something that
like, we have to as parents like just
yeah.
give everything up and say I don't
Mhm.
care about this. Like it's now about my kids.
Right.
So yeah, not that I'm like, I always feel bad because we keep saying like these caveats. Like we're not terrible at it, but it's definitely like
No, yeah. No,
it's
the question was the traits that we're looking at
right,
passing on to our kids.
right,
Like whether we have these or not,
yeah,
or in these instances, what I've picked from Nina are things that she does way better than I do.
right,
Like if they could get it as good as I have it, great. But I'd rather them have it up to her level.
yeah.
So
So yeah, but that's
yeah.
definitely another one that I'm like, um, that would be just another solid one that I
Mhm.
really hope my kiddos pick up on.
Yeah. Another trait for my kids that I wish they would get from Nina is perseverance. And I wrote that in that way because uh, the willingness to continue on and not give up, not go back.
Mm-hmm.
Nina doesn't really give up on things. If she has it in her mind to do something, she's going to do it. And some people might call that stubbornness, but I put the word perseverance instead because honestly, 9 times out of 10, it's a good trait to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stubbornness obviously is the bad route,
Right.
the bad root of the word,
Right.
which is the 1 out of 10. But perseverance, she really doesn't quit on things, and that's great. And you can tell that because she's still married to me, and I love you, Nina. But she continues on and she keeps going no matter how things are looking.
Mhm.
And she does it for her family, and she does it for me and the kids, and that's something I think the kids would need to see. I've never been really great on not giving up. Not that I give up on important things, but like if something's not going the right way, instead of pushing too hard and trying to figure it out, I'll usually backtrack, and that's not really sometimes what you need to do. So I would hope the kids have that drive to keep going with things that they need to do,
Mhm.
and I think that's a good trait from Nina.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. No, that's good.
do you have any more here for your
Yeah,
your
mine, the
traits?
last one that I had, I was gonna kind of allude to like that perseverance or not stubbornness, but yeah, that. But you
The
kind of,
good part of being
yes,
stubborn.
yeah, you hit on that one. So I had another like little, not little back trait, but it's definitely like a
Mhm.
big trait that I know I'm not good at. Um, and that's Lainey's just natural act of being like on top of things, and like she's not a 100% type A, but she's definitely like way more type A than I am, and like how her mind works with like scheduling
Mhm.
and just making sure that things are done on time and stuff like that. Where like that is definitely something that I know personally I am not good at. And thankfully, I have
Yeah.
a wife that is very good at that, and I appreciate her for that. And I definitely hope that my kiddos do pick up on that. And uh, naturally, there will be some that are like me and sometimes just fly by the seat of their pants, and that's okay. But helping steer that, so that they don't get stuck in the trap of that's just constantly how things happen. And yes, it does happen at times, but just helping, teach, and grow myself, and direct them to Lainey and say, hey, mom's really good at this. Like
Mhm.
go learn from your mom how to schedule things out, how to, like, I think of like the school example. Like I would never ever, unless I had to, never wrote rough drafts, always just wrote one and done, because I was like,
The night before it was due too, I bet.
yep.
Why would you go through any effort to try to do it before if it's always going to be just as good if you do it the night before?
I don't know. That's why I got a C in English.
Hey, C's get degrees. I
uh,
mean, children don't do
dude.
that. See, that's why I want my kids to get their schoolwork and their hard
Yeah,
work from their mother.
yeah. No, but that definitely, like, where I vividly remember like saying that to Lainey once, and because we were dating and she was working on a rough draft, and I was like, honey, just do it later, like the final draft isn't until blah. She's like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I got to get this
Oh
done and
no.
then read. And I was like, sorry. Sorry, but no, it's so huge. Like
Yeah.
just that mentality of getting things done and getting them done early and getting them done in a timely manner. And
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's definitely something, like, that's one where I'm like, I know I'm not good at. Like, I'm
You know what's
definitely not
funny?
good
I
at.
would love to change and be better at that, and I think I've given it a good shot and
Yeah,
tried
it's
to.
so hard.
It's just hard. You
It's so
can't. A tiger can't change his
it's
stripes, right? No, but so like
uh,
I would like to be on top of things. It just doesn't feel like it's in the cards for me
yeah,
sometimes.
I
Some days it's okay,
right.
but like overall, it's like no. Try again next
I use
time.
so many stinking sticky notes and like notes on my phone just to remember, like,
Mm,
okay, I have to get this done. I have to get this done by, I put a lot of dates in there.
yeah,
And I still miss stuff because I, like you, I've tried. I do my
yeah,
best when I to meet my deadlines and things like that, but I
sure,
definitely, like, yeah. So that's what I hope, really hope.
yeah,
Um, yeah, because it'll
yeah.
save a lot of headache. And yeah.
I have one more trait that I would wish my kids get from their mother is her good looks, her physical traits, because they do not want to look like their dads since they're all girls. That was a pretty easy one for me.
Uh,
Even though Eliza is bears a striking resemblance to me. She still has time to grow out of it. She's the youngest. So no, they're all adorable. They're cute. I love them all. And they do get their good looks from their mom. So that was a little throwaway. The other traits are very genuine. This one is too.
Yeah.
Very genuine.
Yeah.
Just a little silly.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's fun. It's good.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
yeah, like I said, when Lainey said that one, I was like, that's a good one. I like that.
I like it too. We get to build up our wives and
Oh,
talk about how
yes.
much we love them and what we see in them.
Yeah.
And also talk about our kids.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, our podcast here is about drinking coffee and talking about us as dads.
Mm-hmm.
But often, I mean, I don't overlook my wife as a mom and a part of the family. But in the podcast, you know, it's dads talking about being dads and coffee.
Yeah.
It's not dads talking about their wives and their kids' moms.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm glad that we got to take a look at their mother's traits.
Oh, yes.
All the goodness. Next week, we talk about the bad traits. No. We do not.
We do not.
No, because we would like to stay married.
Yes.
Do you have any traits from yourself that you'd like to pass on to your children?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think I do. And Lainey definitely has this as well. This is one that we both share. Just that like the tenderness for people. Because we both definitely like we love people. And we've like I've personally had to learn how to not guard that, but kind of protect that. Just in the world.
It's been hard. It's been hard the past couple of years to love people.
No.
Is that what you meant? No, I wasn't making a joke. I was just being serious.
No, like
because I feel like we don't want to talk about it, but keep going.
No, I was just thinking like because my tendency was always to have like my heart out there and to have my heart on my sleeve. But learning how to like there's certain times too. But there's also certain times where not only as like a pastor but as a leader, like I can't and that's okay, and there's nothing wrong with that, but just trying to teach myself like not to put walls up and to not show emotions or anything like that, but just really kind of reading the situation, and feeling ready to fully I don't know, like just let my heart out, I guess.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So
it was a different route than what I thought when you meant tenderness to people, but
that
I get it.
I feel like that kind of couples, and I did kind of
sure it does
wind a little, but both of them, like the tenderness for like just people in general, like genuine caring for people, like that's like I love hanging out with people. I love like that's people are like I don't do well by myself.
Yeah.
And so just like that's one that I definitely hope that that our kids get from me, but I know Lainey does that too, so or has that trait too.
So I picked a trait that it's complicated. I don't know if it's a trait per se or a learned ability. I'm pretty sure it's learned, but I think there's some natural things in it that my wife does not have. Musical abilities. And actually she does. She played the flute in high school, marching band. I don't know if I should have said that on the internet.
I didn't know
that. So as you know, I love to play guitar, but I also play piano. I like to sing. I like to, just the desire to play music is strong with me. And my kids have already shown interest in singing and dancing. They're in dance. Emily this year has started violin, which she doesn't like so much, but for the reason not you would think. It's because in school, her violin lessons are during her art class.
Oh,
and she would rather do art class now than violin.
Oh, that's so hard.
And I was like, you can't stop violin. This year, you have to do it all year.
Yeah.
So,
that's a bummer.
It is a little tough for her in that sense, but
I played violin. That's what.
Did you?
That was my caveat. Yeah, for being able to learn guitar, my mom and dad said you have to play violin first. Because they wanted me to have the ear for music and ear for like finding the notes.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Could you pick up a violin today and do anything?
probably not.
There you go.
No, violin.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, it's difficult. Well, it's also been I haven't touched a violin since I was in 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've even tried to play. Josh and I actually used to play together.
Ooh, that's fun.
On the internet.
Some cool
Sorry,
pictures
Josh. Yeah, we used to have recitals together, and we had the same violin teacher, and yeah.
I don't know if this story ever came up. I wanted in 5th grade. I wanted to play the saxophone. But in order to play the saxophone, you had to have a year of clarinet.
Yep.
So I took clarinet, and me and my friends, we didn't take it seriously because we wanted to play saxophone, right?
Yeah.
And during like recitals and stuff, we would see who could squeak like the loudest, like and still played like fine. It was great. Yeah, that's all I remember. I don't know if we did it much or if we did it once. You know how like memories are hazy when you're.
Yeah.
It's like I know we did it. I don't know if we did it often or if we did it once, but yeah. So there was that. So anyway, this conversation was really good. I enjoyed talking about traits that we would like to see in our children, and like I said, it was great to bring up the wives. And
absolutely,
we really do think about them and care about. Stop scratching my nose. We really do think about our wives and not how itchy my nose is. But I'm glad we got to talk about it. It was really good.
It is. It is.
Great topic from a viewer. Thank you so much.
Pretty cute viewer.
So, we'll say yes. For sure. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Yes. Like the video. Share it with people you know. And if you have traits that you like in your spouse or yourself that you like to see passed on to your children, let us know in the comments down below.
Yes. Or
I'd love to hear about that.
Or if you have any questions you want us to answer, topic ideas.
Topic ideas, questions.
Or some fun. Yeah, or we've got a couple. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, or if Eleni or Nina are listening, drop a comment down below what trait you see in us that you'd like us passed on to our children.
There we go.
Or don't. Or don't. Either way. Or if you're a random viewer and you say, hey, I like the Packers too. Say, go Pack, go. We're going to beat San Francisco. I think we're playing them, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yup. Yeah. No, or if you have any kind of, Scott and I have already been talking about some fun things that we can do this summer with different ways to brew coffee, different things to do. So if you have anything like that in regards to the podcast, whether it's a topic or an idea for like some kind of cool way to make coffee and drink coffee or something like brewed, I guess.
Intravenously?
Yeah.
Intravenously?
Oh, gosh. It's right here, Doc.
Stick it on in.
But no, let us know. Like we love to try things. Obviously, we drink cat poop coffee and we ate Twinker sandwiches. Like
Twinker sandwiches. Go check those out.
Oh, it was fun. So, but no, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this one. And
yeah, it's a great one.
We will catch you on the next one.
See you next time.
See ya.